much as they can. Okay, so let's start. I'm very excited about this one. So why deals matter? And I know for a fact that a lot of people don't use the deal section. This is why I decided to bring this subject today. It is really important to have the deals, being used and updated on your website and have, you know, be featured because a deal gives businesses a compelling reason to stand out and encourages visitors to take action. So, deals can actually help businesses with capture attention, encourage purchases, create value to your directory, increase listing engagement, and create a sense of urgency as well. A well-crafted deal can be the difference between a visitor browsing and a visitor becoming a customer. And why that is, I think it's very universal that people really like to save money, right? And if you often offers deals around your website, people are really going to think about your website as a way of saving money as well. So, for example, if you have a travel directory and you have a lot of affiliation with hotels, and I'm traveling. I remember of your directory, and before getting a hotel for myself, I'm gonna go into your website and see if you have any deals for hotels. So people really like to save money. That's a huge audience that you have. So really exploring this with all of your sponsors, it's really good because you can get people to upgrade, to bigger plans to have deals if you really show them what I'm gonna show you today. Some of the reasons why it's so important to have deals and why deals can really, really bring customers back and generate traffic and call attention, be eye-catching. There are many ways of creating good deals and really making them work for you. Okay, so it's very important. What makes an effective deal? I know this sounds very obvious, but hear me out. So, the first thing is what's the offer? If I'm going around a directory and I see a free consultation there, I don't understand what's going on. Like, a free consultation on what? A 20% off visit on where? Where is this visit? Buy one and get one free of what? So you really think about what's the offer and if the message is going through, it's really, really clear. People should, get their eyes on the deal and really understand what they're getting from the deal and what's being, like the benefits and what's being discounted there. So if you have, for example, an ice cream and you get a buy one, get one free, try to get the ice cream on the title, or since it is, a product that is physical, you can really use the images to show to the client what they are getting. So the offer needs to be clear by combining the image with the title. If the title is not very clear, the person needs to understand the deal by the image. If the image is not very clear, it needs to understand by the title. So it's very important that you really think about if you were a customer just accessing your site for the first time, if your deal makes any sense. Like, oh, do I understand what I'm getting from this? Does it create instant desire or not? Okay, so this is super important. The second thing is who is this deal for? While creating a deal, you really need to understand the target audience, and this really affects your deal in many ways. For example, if you are targeting students, or kids in general. Kids like things very colorful, very happy. You probably understand. But if you are targeting the family, like the parent, they like to know that they are, for example, materials for school. They like something more professional. They like a very clear message that they are gonna save money because they are probably thinking about how can I save some money? I have tons of kids. So really think about who the deal is for and try adapting everything about it to your target audience. Okay? I usually like to use, like students or kids as an example because marketing for kids is like the the most easy one to identify. Everything's very happy, very colorful. So yeah, try to think about that for all the other audiences as well. And the third thing is why should they act now? So they see your deal, they understand what it's about. It is something they are interested on, like, oh yeah, I want to buy this, but why would they close on the spot, right? So I'm gonna show you how to achieve all of those on our live demo, but really, really try to create urgency. You can use, a limited time of coupons for this. So 50 customers only, the first 50 only will get this deal, or you can use the time frame. So this is a weekend only offer available, or this ends at the end of the month. You can really use the deals to create this urgency in a way that works best for your specific deal. Okay, so in summary, you need clear value, a target audience, and urgency to create engagement. Okay, this is super important. Um, is there a coupon counter on the site? Yes. If someone redeems, the coupon is gonna deduct one from the. If you select like 100, it's gonna go down to 99, so people know if it's going to end soon or not. Okay, we do have this. Next. I'm gonna show you 5 revenue strategies that you can show your sponsors or you can use it yourselves while creating deals. So the first one is the first time customer offers. This is one of the most effective ways to attract new customers is by offering an incentive for their first visit. And really, if you think about, when you meet a new service, a new product, you get really reluctant because you're literally gambling your money. Like, this is your first time trying something and you don't know what this experience is going to be. You get very scared of losing all your money. So, if you save some money, it's gonna be easier for you. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have like a free consultation so I can really see how their service is, if it matches what I need, or if you get like a discount, it's okay. I'm not losing all my money. I'm saving some money. So if I don't like this one, I can go to the next one and try again. So this really lowers the barrier of the customer of trying a new business. So this is like probably like the best one for you to really invest on your directory is getting people the first experience, the first time purchase. You can do like the percentage, so 10% off on your first purchase. You can do a free consultation in case it is a service. If it's a restaurant, you can do a free appetizer or if it is a product, you can offer a sample. So yeah, this is really, 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 really important for breaking the barrier for the first customer. And after you break the barrier, now you have a bridge. You have contact with your customer. You already have their information. You know they are interested in your business. You know that you can try to offer like the best possible service so they come back. So it's already an opportunity that you create the bridge between you and the customer, and you can try to, really get him to stay. So this is really good for you in case of growth and just generating revenue in general. Okay. The second one is seasonal promotions. This is also a huge one. Seasonal campaigns allow business to take advantage of timely trends, increase customer interest, and higher search intent during key moments throughout the year. I always say that discounts work really, really good during the seasonal, holidays or things like that, because people are already they're like, oh, everything's gonna be super expensive. For example, Valentine's Day, the flowers, they go really up. The cards, the restaurants, they do like those really expensive menus. So yeah, you already know that the search all the restaurants know that this search is going to be huge in this time of the year, for that specific, if it's Valentine's Day or if it's a holiday, you know, places are already waiting for an increase of search. So you can take advantage of that by doing deals, specifically for those holidays. So, for example, if you have a Valentine's dinner and you offer a complimentary dessert, the person's already saving money. So you look better than a lot of the other options, right? So this is a really good way of generating traffic. It's actually, taking the trends that are happening. If it's like Christmas, if it's Valentine's Day, if it's summer, really try to think what people are searching for now. And this is a really good way of generating traffic. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go into the chats really soon. But this is a really good way of generating traffic because, for example, on Valentine's Day, everyone's gonna be searching for flowers, right? So if you have a deal, a really good deal, for a bouquet, people are gonna be searching, they're gonna find you, they're gonna see that it's a discount, and they're gonna click on your website. So it is both good for you and for the sponsor as well. Okay, so this one, really try to think about your directory niche and what seasonal promotions you can do, and even your sponsors. This is a really good webinar. I'm gonna create a blog post about this. Really try to send this to them so they can understand their options there, and maybe get them to get a better plan with like some, deals in there. That's a good option too. All right. Um, so Warren asked me, are there multiple methods to redeem coupons and deals? I'm gonna show you on the live demo how it works, Warren, but we have two separate sections we have a section for coupons and we have a section for deals. I can show you everything, okay? And for Ronda, these deals are for the sponsors who have listings or banners. Yeah, it is for the sponsors and it is for listings. Okay, deals are linked to listings. I'm also going to talk a little bit more about this a little bit ahead. But yes, it is for listings. Okay. Next. We're gonna go to reward loyal customers, and also member only exclusive, deals. So those are, using deals are not only for new customers, you can also reward people that are been, accessing your website or things like that. So the first one is the members only discounts. As you can see, I created a little widget that says members only exclusive savings. And you can, if you have a membership website, you can actually lock some pages, and show some deals exclusively there. So this is a way of, if you have a membership site, of making your membership club look really, really good and interesting, like you have exclusive deals. You can also create like we miss you, comeback offers, repeat purchase incentives. You can really use it any way you want. This is more like a tip, other than anything. The fourth one is boost businesses during slow periods. And I know you've probably seen it a lot in your day-to-day, life. Many businesses experience slower days, weeks, or seasons. So deals are a really good way of getting, people to buy something or to, actually go into your website in probably a place that they wouldn't go in this specific time or day. So you can offer incentives for them to actually book with you in a slow season, or off season. So yeah, you can do weekday afternoons, off seasons, low months, non-peak hours. Usually restaurants do this a lot. If they have a lot of people going to the night, they do like a lunch coupon, and just like that, or they offer like free drinks during the lunch, or the other way around as well. So for hotels as well, as you know, like if it's a holiday, it's get expensive. If it's not, it gets a little bit cheaper. So you can also use the deals to take advantage of that. Okay. Um, subscribers are equal to members, right? Yes, Rhonda, exactly. I we did already a webinar about members only, but I also can do another one. This is a really high trending business type at the moment, so I was thinking of bringing it back as well. If you guys would like to see it, and don't forget to send me on chat if you would like another masterclass in another feature, and what feature would it be, so I know, because having ideas for the webinar, I can always use some help. Okay. So the fifth strategy is bundle products or services. So instead of discounting a single item, businesses can create value through packages. So here is an example, a family package for the water club. So two adults and one child entry included. And then you can see how much you're saving. This is really good for, family packages, service bundles, buy one, get one offers, and multi-session packages. Like those laser hair removals, they always do multi-session packages. This is a really good way of using, the geo section as well. If you are in the beauty niche or something like that, you can really use your deals to boost your sponsors as well. So increases perceived value while encouraging larger purchases. Yeah, deals can really help the end user to, do larger purchases because they think they are saving a lot of money, and they are in most cases. So this is a way of you really generating, like boosting the revenue, is adding big packages at once. Okay, so these are some ideas on how you can create the deals and generate traffic through it. Some recommendations and best practice that while creating your deal. The first one is services and software. So if you are, offering something that is not tangible, it's not a physical product. It's a little bit difficult to show and to, show the example. So try to really match the discount to what you're selling. So for services and software, usually you go with a free trial or demo, a discount on the first month, a free consultation, or a feature upgrade or bonus access. I know a lot of people with softwares, they don't think they can do many discounts, but there are really a lot of things you can try. And for physical products, it's a little bit easier. So you can do the buy one, get one free. You can do the percentage discounts, the bundles or packs, and you can do the seasonal sales, as I mentioned. In terms of visuals, for services and software, you need to match again what you're selling. So I would say usually the visual needs to be very clear. So if you're selling, like you're going to a salon, for example, really show like the person cutting the hair or washing the hair so they can understand the experience behind the deal. So yeah, so the client experiencing the service, it can be a haircut, a consultation, or a someone on the phone also works with like the headset. It's also a big one. Show the behind the scenes of the service. If you like, it's like a cooking class or something. Before and after transformation. So if it is like a service for maybe, interior design or design work, you can show like the end result or the before and after as well. Looks really good. Just make sure that the client really understands what they are getting from the deal, basically. I know it's a little bit hard with services, but it's super manageable. And with physical products, a lot easier, but also you have a lot more demand and competitors. So use close-up product photography, so a clean background with high detail, very good quality image. Try to really focus on the product that you're selling. Product being used in real life situation, always better because it gives credibility, someone happy. If you're selling an ice cream, like someone happy, it really helps. And the before and after results. So if you are selling like a skincare product, you can, show someone with a very clear skin. Or if you're selling like a fitness product, it can be like the before and after. So really try to be very clear with what you're communicating and what the deal is about. Okay? Last thing about the practice, add high quality images, of course, and always include urgency. Again, this is very important. Urgency is like the big thing for deals because people need to convert and they need to redeem the deal, as soon as possible so you can actually generate deals. So create the limited time only, 50 customers only, or ends at the end of the month. The urgency is what turns interest into action. So I'm also going to show you the ways that you can do that on your deals. Okay. And last but not least, associate your deals with the listings. This is actually mandatory, and I wanted to bring this here because sometimes people get confused, like, oh, I created my deal, but it's not showing up anywhere. And within each directory, you have to associate your deal with the listing because basically the deal is to also improve the listing performance. Okay, so visitors can easily discover promotions while viewing the business profile. Deals gain additional visibility throughout the directory. Listings will look more appealing with discounts available, and customers have a clear path from discovering the deal to contacting the business. So, if you are already on the Japanese restaurant listing, you can see the deal, you can redeem, and you can contact them immediately. So, we noticed that linking those together works really well. Also, if you are browsing the website and you see a listing with offers deals, already you're gonna be drawn to that. You're gonna wanna click, see what's going on, what's the discount, if it's interesting or not. So this is a really good way of bringing in traffic to your listing. Okay, so deals are basically a very good way of improving your listings performance. All right. So helping businesses get more value. This is kind of like a recap situation. So encourage your sponsors to always refresh their deals regularly as much as they can. Align promotions with seasons and events. Highlight their most popular products or services. Use compelling images. Promote their deals outside the directory, like social media, email, etc. And test different types of offers to see what works best. And a reminder as well is that the deals, it's also really good for the SEO. So it's a really good way for you to generate traffic and really get people into your website. Remember, your website's SEO is not only about listings and the homepage, it's about every single content that you have in there. So if you have a really good deal with the really good SEO during a season that has a lot of demand, your website's gonna probably get some traffic from this deal. So make sure to really use that as much as you can. All right, I'm gonna close the screen a little bit so I can share it again. Just to answer some questions, can the entire deal section be closed to members only? Yes, you can close the page where you show the deals so people can see that you have deals, but they cannot see the deals or access the deals. Okay. Also, Rhonda asked, will a deal drop off when it's over, or do we have to take them down? It works same as the listing. It's gonna go inactive, so it's gonna completely drop off. People won't be able to see it anymore when it reaches the end phase. Okay. Let me just open the website here again. Just 1 second. All right, I think you can see my screen. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, so we are at my website for testing and everything. So I'm gonna scroll down all the way, and this is some of the deals I created as an example. So for the service here, so I'm offering a free hair wash with any cut. As you can see, I'm showing the person really washing the hair. For the Valentine's special, I'm showing two people at dinner. Here, you could also put the image of the dessert that's gonna go for free. So there are many ways that you can really, upsell your deals. So I'm gonna click on this deal here to show you some examples. So here, as you can see, it's free because I'm gonna show you some examples, but basically it's gonna show you the time left to redeem, offered by which listing, and of course, all of this layout can change, so don't worry about that. And let me just go to the site manager first so I can show you the changes. 1 second. Deals. All right. So I'm gonna click on this tool here, and I'm gonna show you each way. So when we start again, we start with the geo title. This one I try to show you that sometimes the title might not be the most informing, like you don't know what company it is, but the image really like grabs your attention. Like they seem that like they are having a lot of fun and you want to go and see where it is. So the image really complements the title in this example. But you can really try different ways if you prefer to add the company name here and add a branding photo as well. It's up to you. Okay. So here's the title. This is the thing that I wanted to talk about, the apps. So you can offer exclusive deals for the app. This is a really, really, sorry, where did you go? Do you just start at deals for listings? Yeah, I'm going here. I'm at the site manager on content and deals. Here is the deals section. So I'm just gonna edit one existing feature so you can see, okay? So it's content deals. That's basically it. It has its own section. All right. So here is for the apps. You can actually offer deals that are exclusive for the app. So this is a really good way of getting people to download your app because you can say, hey, exclusive offers only on our app, like deals up to 50% off, or samples or giveaways, freebies. You can really do anything you want. You can offer free deals as well. So if you click here, it's not going to show on the desktop, only it's going to show on the mobile app. Okay. So scrolling down, you can actually link it to one of your sponsors. And as I said, it's mandatory for your deal to show up that is associated with the listing. So you can pretty much just search here for the listing that you want. In my case, it's going to be the Green Knoll Resort. Okay. So it's very easy to use. You just go here and you search for the listing that you want. The summary description, it depends on the layout that you're gonna use. Sometimes it's gonna show, sometimes it's not gonna show. But when people click on the deal, it's very important that you explain how it looks, how what they're getting from it, etc, and the description as well. So really try to, if you're creating a good, looking deal, make sure to use the summary, the description, etc. Add some really good looking images that really catch your eye, catch your attention. Okay. Scrolling down, here we go to conditions. This is the standard. Every time you create a new deal, it's gonna show this little text, just in case. But you can just remove it or you can change it completely. This is a free text part of your website, so you can add any conditions that you might have that might differ from this one. Okay. Um, scrolling down. I'm gonna go to questions in just a second, okay? So we have the keywords for search. And as I mentioned, it's very important that you use the keywords, especially if you are working with seasonal deals, because this is a really good way of bringing in traffic. So try to get your words here. And of course, you can always use your AI assistant for this. And this is where you can create urgency. This is one of the options that you can use. So if you want to say, for example, the first 50 clients will redeem, will get this deal, and after that, it's completely gone. You can just simply put here the number and it's gonna show. Okay, so this is literally optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But this is a good, way for you to keep track, or if you're trying to use this one. Otherwise, you just leave it blank for unlimited. In case it's like it's not, time. Uh, Let me just go back here. So as you can see here, it's going to show there are 50 deals left. So if someone redeems it, it's going to the number is going to go down, and anyway, the customer is going to be able to see it. So this is one way that you can do it. Um, the other way that you can create urgency, as you can see here, is the timer. So if you select here, if it starts today and ends at Sunday, it's gonna show the timer. They're counting down the time to end the deal. If you don't want to use it, that's completely optional as well. It's just another way of creating urgency. Okay. And scrolling down a little bit more. So you can use these optional fields if you're already offering a specific or single product and service discounted at price. So for example, in this case, it's going from $120 for free. But if you actually add the amount here, so for example, it is 700 and I'm gonna go for, oh, sorry. I'm gonna go for to 500. Let me save. So as you can see here, it's gonna show the end price, and also if you scroll down a little bit, show you the deal on the homepage. It's gonna do the math for you, and it's gonna show the percentage that it's off. So this is also another way that you do it. Some examples that you might also not want to use the pricing part. This part is also optional. You don't have to put the information here. It's because, for example, summer is here, 20% off all of our ice cream cones. In this case, you're offering 20% on all of your products that are related to ice cream cones. And, pricing might differ between like one flavor and another, or the sizes. So since you're offering a coupon that is general, you don't add the pricing, you just add it on the title, and it's gonna work perfectly for you. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. Or if you're just selling one package or one specific product, you can also use the pricing to showcase it. If it's free, it's gonna show here as free as well. It's gonna show the previous price and free. Okay, so it's really up to you how you use all of our features. Next, we're gonna go with to generate a random code for each redeem, or use a unique code for all redeemers. So if you want them to use like a code, this is also of course outside of eDirectory. So if you want to use a code, you can do like welcome 10 or hotel, let me do booking 20, or ice cream 20. You can really create your own code. It's probably going to be affiliated to the business that you are creating. So you can just insert their coupon here. You can do whatever you want. Or if you want to create the QR code, you can simply add the image here, and when people scan the QR code, it's gonna redeem one of the coupons and it's gonna count down and everything's gonna work fine. Okay, so you can either use the QR code or you can use the unique code uh, for all redeems. And last but not least, we have the SEO part. As I mentioned, sometimes people really do forget about this specific section of the listing or the deal. But this is super important because again, if someone is searching for flowers on Valentine's Day and you have a really good SEO section, your site is gonna come up there through the deal. So really make sure to fill out. You can use the AI auto suggest or the AI assistant to do all the work for you. So as you can see here, I don't really have to think about it. I just click here and it's done. So make sure to go through your pages, really generate, go in there, really check all the keywords to see if it makes sense or if it doesn't. Um, and Yes, I think that is pretty much it. The deals, it's a little bit easier on the easier side, but